Good morning. Welcome back to the Red Mic and happy Friday. Glad you're here. I hope you have a great weekend. Let's jump right in, shall we? These Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons I picked up mainly from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mic message, a few thoughts on team chemistry, adaptability, and commitment. Actually had about 7 or 8 of these random thoughts, and that's too much to do. So I'm going to talk about this again next week. So part two will be coming. Not sure if it'll be Monday or later. Depends on what inspires me over the weekend. Uh, you'll notice in the hashtags today that one of the hashtags is hashtag Texas Whiskey Fest. Uh, Fraternity brother and a buddy of mine has been running that whiskey festival for several years now here in Austin, Texas. It's coming up in April. They are running out of the good tickets, so and those are the behind the scene, the 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 behind the ropes kind of tickets. You get a special tasting menu, and you get to go eat a little bit. So it's in April 12th, I believe. So if you like good whiskey, come find me. I'll be there. Probably be wearing a Red Mike T-shirt. Anyway, um, like I said, a few random scattered thoughts on team chemistry and whatnot. Bottom line is people, not profits, not policies, are really what makes any great organization just hum. Your success as a leader, as a business owner, whatever it is, depends on how well you support, challenge, and invest in your employees. Um, you don't build great teams by always hiring just the best talent. Um, you don't you don't build the great teams by hiring people and then just hoping they grow through osmosis. Okay, you've got to invest. Even someone who's great can be better. Even someone who's brand new can be good or eventually great. So whatever's appropriate for your workplace, look at the various training, certifications, cross-functional opportunities, get people involved in all parts of your organization. That's the way you're going to create a workforce that evolves with your needs and is going to be eventually, like a right arm to you. The more skills your team has, and you've got to help develop those skills, the stronger your organization is going to be. Loyal employees stay longer. So, how do you do that? You make them feel valued. Talked about training, that's one way. If they know that you're investing in them, they'll be invested in you, right? It's not just about salaries or benefits. They want to be heard, they want to be respected, they want to be supported. You should hold regular one on ones, check ins, celebrate their milestones, build their relationships. I'm not saying that you don't, you know, correct where needed, but build those relationships that extend beyond just the daily tasks. If they know that you care, they will care. They will try harder and they'll give you their best effort every day. Change is inevitable, but you've got to prepare your people for those changes. Processes can't adapt, but a well trained team can. So simulate real world challenges. Um, my organization, we recently did uh, a simulated uh, evacuation. You know, we didn't say what. I mean, it was clear this is a drill, this is a drill, this is a drill. But we told everybody, okay, you've got to be out of the building by 2 o'clock. Grab your laptop, grab whatever you need to take with you. Um, we're going to see how quickly we can get the organization back up and running. And then we brought them back after a whole day after that. So 2 o'clock through the next day, and then brought them back the next morning. And since then, we've been holding post-mortem meetings with different small groups throughout the organization to say, okay, what worked, what didn't, what about the messaging worked, what didn't. And by simulating real world things that could happen, you know, um, it helps the employees be able to make quick decisions, informed decisions, so, to think on their feet, to also be prepared. And organizationally, it helps us because what were the technical challenges? What were the physical challenges of getting people from one place to another? Those types of drills from time to time can be invaluable, particularly if you know, because if you don't know what might not happen or what might happen, how can you prepare for it? So I thought it was a really good exercise for us to have, and we picked up a few things. And the funny thing is, we had been working primarily remote for so long, and then rotated back to a mostly in the office. So it was interesting to see, even though we had been previously working remote almost 100% and then pared it back, to have a day and a half where it was 100% remote again, even in the short span of time between fully remote and not fully remote, some of those processes degraded a little bit, and we had to figure out ways to fix them. Well, it was software updates or whatever it was. So, I urge you, prepare your team to be agile, to be able to make last minute changes, last minute adjustments. And then, last but not least, I've always believed that some of your better ideas don't always come from the executive suite. They come from the people who are in the trenches, the people that are doing the work daily. I think I've mentioned before that at my previous organization, we made an adjustment to the type of medical leave that female employees can take for their annual well checks. And it's not something that was in state policy, but I put it in place as a local organizational policy, because I wanted to encourage that type. But that idea didn't come from me; it came from a lady on my staff. Similarly, just this week, a lady on our staff came up with an idea that largely came from some other similar organizations across the country. And I think we're going to, raise it up the flag and say, ooh, salutes, if we can get it put in place. And, you gotta remember, the people who are in the trenches doing the work, the daily work, the the grind, keeping the trains running on time, they see the processes, they see the questions that come in from your customers, they see all of that up close and personal every day. So when they have an idea that they say they think will make things a little bit better, a little bit more efficient, whatever it is, listen to them. You owe them that much to at least listen to their ideas and hash it out, see if it's going to work. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but at least they know with you listening to them that you value them. You understand that quite often those frontline employees can be the key to innovation in your organization. Like I said, just a few scattered thoughts on team chemistry today. And again, I'll have a few more of these next week. I appreciate you being here. Sorry, allergies are kind of kicking my tail this morning. So I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. And as always, don't forget, life is short. Drink the bourbon.